Y'all got it. Y'all got. I apologize. Y'all got to help me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm new. I,
Yeah.
I supposed to have been on it, but anyway, we're 26 minutes in. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be on here another hour anyway, so we'll be
It's
good.
okay. I'm all for it.
Yeah, but anyway, so let me go back and do a quick, a quickie for this right here. When it comes to this lean hub, a lot of people gonna be trying to get something in Florida, especially over in Gulf Breeze, uh, in the Gulf Breeze area, which is a scamming county. All right, but again, when you come to lean hub, if you're gonna be trying to get any properties in Florida, then you want to register with lien hub first, and then all these counties right here is what lien hub regulates. They regulates all these counties right here in Florida. And but the thing about it is you got to go through each county to be able to bid on any of these properties in these counties. Now, let me tell you this too. Okay, so say for instance, and if you just saying, okay, well, I don't want none of the profit, I want to get you know, the percentage off of, the interest off of my money. And you come here and you say, okay, I want uh 2020. All right. So this is gonna be tax years all the way all these are gonna be just for 2020, you know. And if you're trying to make, interest on your money or whatever, uh this is what you're going to be at. You're saying, okay, I'm just going to pay the taxes and get paid off the interest, of my money. For every thousand for Florida, they hitting you for 1.5% a month, and then 5% penalty for every month that you're late. So that investor is getting 78% interest on their money a year. And if that person ain't able to pay, then they, that first year if they're not able to pay, then it rolls over into the second year. What happens is with Florida, say for instance, you paid 20, somebody else paid 19, and say somebody else paid 21. They're gonna do what they call a bid down, meaning bidding down on the interest. Well, that's the way they do with Florida. If it's more people who's on that than just one person, So that's why what I do is I try to go in and I'm gonna copy this right here. Well, yeah, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go ahead to this tax collector's area, which you'll come up over here. Paste that, and I'm gonna do a search. So it's telling me $894.64 is due right now. All right. So what I want to do is I want to go and actually see this amount being due and where it's coming from. Okay, so this is a piece of property here that I can say, okay, shit, 9 times out of 10, I'm finna get this property because 2021 is due, 2020 is due, 2019 is due. Florida is a 2-year redemption state. I only have to pay these two right here, and I can I can try to not try. I can submit a foreclosure on the property to either for them to either pay me my money. State the one that's reliable for paying. They either gonna pay me my money plus my interest, or I'm gonna foreclose on the property. However, I want to know what it is that I'm actually putting my money on if I'm gonna try to get the property. And that's when you'll come here and click on this property, where you can click on the property details to see more details about the property, but you want to go to the property appraiser to actually see what it is that you're working with. And that's when you're gonna actually see it up here on the map. So this is a 35 by 100, I think. Yeah, it's a 35 by 100. And so I click here and go see what I'm actually working with. Click OK. All right. I want to go to layers, get a better view of the property. I see it's got something on it out here. me, I can work with this. You know, this is something that I can put. I can put two little shipping containers on here. The average shipping container about as wide as it look like a mobile home right there. So I can put, you know, I can do a stacker here, you know. So yeah. So this would be a piece of property that I would actually get. This right here. And from what I'm looking at right here, the last sale on this property was July the 16th, 2012. And it went for $100, you know. So whoever got it for $100, they still ain't paid their damn taxes. And it's back on here again. But so whatever this is here on here, I'm gonna get that clear. I will get that cleared out, you know, for sure. So I go back here. Okay, let me see. Okay, market value breakdown letter, then tax estimate. I want to look at the market break. This is what I want to look at right here. All right, so what they're telling me right now, the market value of it right now, as of January the 1st, 2021. This is the breakdown. The breakdown of the 21 just market value for the reference parcel as of January the 1st. So I'm trying to see if this will be current. All right, so okay. So as of right now, it's valued at $3,769. All right. If I can come here, well, I'm at, yeah. 1, 2. Anybody else finna try to get that? They probably don't even know how to find it since the state got it. So I come here and I'll probably get it for, I'm gonna get it less than $190. I would pay for this one and this one right here. Then the only 2 years I pay for it right there, because we in 2022 now. Once I pay these, I wait 30 days. I file a foreclosure to foreclose on the property, telling the state, hey, pay my money plus my interest. State ain't interested in paying you because they don't want the property. The property ain't making them no money. It ain't no taxes being paid on it. What they finna do is they finna take a chance on letting you get it for what, just this right here. But they also, remember last night I was telling you, they're gonna do that good faith letter. They're gonna send them out a letter to try to reach whoever it is out of good faith. They're gonna send out a letter to this address and to that owner if he's still there. And if he don't respond within 30 days, then they're gonna cut you a deed for that property. So you'll get that the $3,000 some piece of property for less than $190, you know. But that's Florida and any of those states like that, you know. Let's see.
Would Texas be the same?
Texas. Texas is a state what they call struck off. So Texas won't be with Texas, you're gonna be actually getting properties where like when you when you contact Texas Secretary of State, you tell them that you want to get a list of their struck off properties. These are the properties that were struck off, the properties that did not sell, or the properties that they actually taken into their possession.
And call the state, you said?
Secretary of State.
Secretary, okay.
You're gonna ask for the Public Lands Division. Yeah. And they'll tell you, they'll give you most of them gonna ask for your email address. I think around Texas, they'll ask for your email address, and then they'll email the information out to you. But their property is called struck off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me see. All right, that's a temporary property. So that. All right, now it's for the U.S. Virgin Islands right here, and these are properties that the U.S. Virgin Island has in their custody from the tax years of 2015 and any years prior to that. So, and then of course, you know, that's the link up there that you're gonna go to. You want their delinquent list. You don't want their or whatever they, you know, like these people be doing the tax lien where they how you put it, they pay last year's taxes and, you know, for like tax lien certificates or whatever. You don't want that. This is what you want. You want the property tax delinquent list for them. Okay. With once you get right here, you can come here. This is going to be their mapping right here, the USVI map geo. Their map right here. This is where you'll actually come in and put your information in. Like once you come here, you got this the only thing I hate about their site. You can't copy this shit. You can't copy it and paste it. They don't have the copy and paste. They just have it. You just got to type the shit in. And then the parcel number is the same way. You know, you can't copy this or none of that. You just got to write it down and come back over here and type it in, or either you open up two windows and go from there. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be a little bit more, I don't know how to do it, but I guess some people probably can take this thing here and make their own spreadsheet out of it, but I don't know how you would do it since you can't copy it. But it's a lot of property that they got. You know, they got a lot of property here. We still in the A's and we still going. Shit. A lot of properties. They got a lot of properties in here. And this is from 2015 and prior to then, you know, back. But again, they got a lot of properties, you know. But yeah, so you'll get this information. You can do the search by either or, just like it is here, either by name or this parcel ID. And this right here will be the total amount due to be able to get that property. You want to go and see how the property look. So that's when you're going to come here to, you know, to go in and see exactly how the property look. Now, some of these people got more than one piece of property. A lot of these people ain't even don't even live here. They be from California, Miami, New York, where they don't bought property there for whatever reason, investment purposes or vacation homes or whatever, but they be on bought property there. And some of them have more than one piece of property, you know. But what I always do is when I come here and I see a piece of property, I'm going to make sure that this, hold on. I'm going to make sure that this information right here, this parcel ID matches the parcel ID right here. Even though here it's got dashes in it, but you want to make sure that these numbers, you know, match each other so that you can make sure you got the right property, because that company right here may have more than one property around that, you know, that island, you know. So now once you get here, once you get this information, what you got to do then, you contact them, these people here, and you tell them that you're interested in making this purchase. And what they're going to do is send you a purchase order. They're going to send you a purchase order by email. And when they send you that purchase order, they're going to tell you how do they do that? They tell you to send them the money order, as well as your name and all that kind of stuff there. They want a piece of paper with your name and all that stuff on it, because you ain't doing these online like you would be the other ones, where you're creating accounts and actually going in and doing it. But again, they got a lot of properties over there around on that island, period. You know, and then if you want to search by a particular area of the islands, you can just come right here on this drop down and you can search St. Thomas, Water Island, St. John's, or whatever, to pull up the, you know, to be, if wherever it's at here, over in these areas here, it'll pull up. But what I always do is just leave mine on properties, because the way they has it right here, you don't really know where it's at by, they don't have a location area here, you know. So if you just leave it on property and you put that parcel number in, it's going to automatically go to the, you know, to the area, and it'll tell you, you know, where that property, where that particular property out is located at, the area that is located in. Let me see what else. A lot of times also too, I try to look and see how far the property is, because a lot of times when you own particular pieces of property, I try to see how far it is from the water access, and then what part of the island it's actually has, you know, it's actually located in. Different parts of this island, especially where the ports and stuff at. Let me see if they have. I think it's on this other side here. This is the beach. This is the beach area here. So these properties right here, they get really expensive right here in this area. Okay. Yeah, these are the ports areas right here, where them cruise ships and stuff be coming in at, right in here. But if you got something close around, you know, in this, you know, you find something that's close around in this area, you're not really, you might find some, I know you're gonna find some commercial properties and stuff in here. I've seen quite a few commercial properties in here before, earlier. But again, you can navigate around there the same way. The only thing with them is you have to actually send invitation to buy for that, and that's, you know, that's actually just sending them the money to take over that property. Then, you know, they're gonna cut you a deed for that. It ain't no interest like tax lien certificates with them. You send them the money, they're gonna you know, fix the deed for you, and some of them be pretty good pieces of property. Most of all of them is. Now Puerto Rico is a little bit somewhat same, just like them. The only thing about Puerto Rico is they're gonna send you a list with their properties. You come here and you let me see, and one, and then they're gonna actually send you, they stuff is kept on here. You want to contact them and ask them to send you the list. A lot of the properties that they have, that these people right here have, they'll tell you that, hey, you can find the properties on here, but it's you want to call them and tell them that you want to get the delinquent taxes list for them, and then what they'll do is they'll send you that out to you, but they send it out to you by mail, so it take a few weeks to get that. And once you get that list, then you can actually go in and actually view the properties and all that kind of stuff. I wish they would send it to you in PDF format, so because it's got links in that. It's got in that paperwork that they send you. It's got all kind of little links that you can go to and click on it as well. But so Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands, they somewhat the same. The only difference between them is that the U.S. Virgin Island actually has it where you can actually see all the properties that they have available. And what makes them alike is you actually have to send in for that, you know, to pay on that property, to pay that property, to, you know, to actually get it. And you pay them taxes in. They're gonna send you over your paperwork, you know, receipt and all that kind of stuff there. Then you're gonna be the primary lien holder on that property, and then you just file for foreclosure. File a foreclosure on it. You don't even have to be there to do that. Yeah. Anybody got any questions?
Now, when you say file for foreclosure, was that in the course material of how you go about and doing exactly just that, filing for foreclosure on these properties?
for these right here, yeah. Now, like whenever you're doing over the counter, whenever you're buying properties over the counter, you don't have to do a foreclosure because they cutting you a new deed, like Mississippi, Alabama, and all them. In that paperwork, you're gonna be able to see. I mean, well, in the course, you're gonna be able to see it's a attachment in there that tells you all the states that does over the counter and what how they're pronounced, what how it's distinguished. Okay, but in a tax lien certificate state, you have to pay the taxes that's due. Unlike Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Island, they're not tax lien certificate. They're tax lien certificate. Tax lien deed states. So when you come here and you pay this, you paying this to get the deed. See, they're tax deed state. I guess you would call them a state. Yeah, they actually states, but they're tax deed states. So with a tax deed state, you actually putting the interest in to buy. Once you buy, then you file to foreclose on the property. Foreclosing on the property is toward the owner, the previous owner, whoever that previous owner was. The state is going to let them know that this property is being foreclosed on, legally, and that's what it is. So, but if they pay, like you pay this, and they contact Betsy Jeweler Incorporated, and Betsy Jeweler said, okay, well, I'm not going to try to risk losing my property, so I need to pay this amount plus the interest that's supposed to be incurred in this. So you're either going to get your money or the interest that was incurred within that time frame. If they don't pay, then they cut you the deed. That's the tax deed. Yeah, that's from and you just foreclose on the property. All you're doing is telling the state, hey, I want my money plus my interest. I want to file foreclosure. So the state ain't gonna pay you. So they're gonna file foreclosure on it. They're gonna let that person know, look, you need to pay this money, or we finna get this property away. And then it's that. It's a done deal. Yeah. Let me see. Somebody asked me about hold on. It was Mississippi. So I gotta go to SOS. Yeah. Somebody had asked me about walking them through Mississippi, and then I know I gotta go. I got some other states I need to go to. Well, I'm gonna help you guys out tomorrow with that during the day, in case I have to call the Secretary of State. But anyway, okay, for the 4 people that asked me about the Mississippi. Okay, once you go to this Secretary of State for Mississippi, you're gonna go to public lands, and then you're gonna go to tax forfeited lands, and then you're gonna go to tax forfeited inventory. Now, the difference between this right here and what they finna have coming up is this is not a how can I put it? These are buys. This is not bidding, nothing like that. You actually buying this property from the state. All these properties belong to the state. All right. So dang, which one was it? Shit. Okay, yeah. Jackson. All right. So now, okay, another thing too. Well, I think I showed y'all that the other night. If you want to know all the properties, you want a list of all the properties that they have in the state of Mississippi, then you can click that tax forfeited inventory download right there. Otherwise, you come here and you click search. And these are all the properties that's going to come up. And then 370 properties. They're getting a little bit more added on to them. Let's see. Okay. Of course, you want to log in. You want to log in if you have an account. If not, you can click log in and it's going to ask you to register. Then you'll register and then you can come back here. Okay. So let me see. Pick a property. Okay, like this right here. I'm gonna show you a little strategy. When you see properties like this in this company right here, 9 times out of 10, this company was a developer. See how they got these parcels right here that's close to one another? This one right here ending in 24, that one in 25, that one in 37, which may be across the street, something like that. I go to properties like this right here. My first thing I want to do, I want to know the dimensions and the size of that property. So the first thing I'm gonna do is click show detail. It's a 60 by 120. That's pretty nice size for me. I'd be looking for 50 by 100 at least. And then the last taxes and fees owed was $648.64. The last reported value of it that they have, market value, was $3,070. That was back in 2013 when they took possession of the property. So they've been had this property since 2013. Pretty sure the property is a lot more than this now, being that we're in 2022. However, when you get ready to go back to that list where all those properties was at, if you hit this right here, this backspace up here, it's gonna make you go all the way back through the Secretary of State and log back in again. So try to remember just to come back here and hit back to search so it can take you there. But sometimes you may look at a piece of property and you forget which property it was. So what I do normally, I come here and I do this to make sure I go back where I'm going to, because it'll be there when you come back. So you hit the detail, come here and look at whatever you're gonna look at, hit back to search, and then come back here and then my spot is. You know, I do that sometimes, especially if it's bad on my eyes. I have to try to see where I'm gonna be at. But anyway, okay, so now we're gonna go to Jackson County mapping. Okay, I think this is it. So you can get a better view of the property and what you got to work with, or that sort of thing. Come here and you put. Hold on. Oh, I need to go back and copy this parcel number. So I'm gonna copy the parcel number. I'm gonna keep an eye on 225 and 237 because it's somewhere in the same area that I'm finna find this property in. Do your search. I always come down here and do my base because I want to be able to see. I always go with the most recent one so I can see what I'm working with on this property. Close that off. I hate this thing right here. It doesn't move. Like you can't move it or whatever. But it's there to identify the particular parcel that this parcel code is connected with. They've been had this since 2012. They the owner of this property. Okay. I like a piece of property like this because it's right off the road. It's a 60. I think this is what was this? I think this property was a 60 by. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go to show detail. Yeah, 60 by 120. So, but I like this property right here because it's right off the road. So this is number 224. So let me see if this 225. No. Yeah, this is, so both of these properties right here are next to each other. Right here. So what I would do is 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get both of these properties. I'm gonna put in for both of them. I'm gonna make $100 offer for both of them because they right there accessible. For sure. Now that other one, which is this one right here. I want to see what
Is it a neighborhood or something, or just lien? Is there like a neighborhood that they?
There's houses in here. Yeah, they got homes in here. Let's see, how can I get this out? Yeah. Yeah, it's homes in this area. Yep. Y'all might not be like me, but if it's got a road on it and nobody's there, I wouldn't give a damn if a bear was living out there. I'm finna put somebody out there. Somebody going out there and live. But yeah, so I want to see where this other one at, which is this one right here. It's 237. See how far away it is from the other two. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, almost across the street, I believe. Yeah, but it's right down the road. So it's, I mean, you got 3 pieces of property that's right here in this area. And they pretty decent size. So I probably will put in just to see what they'll tell me I can get them for. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be about $500 some for them. But when you go on here, you got to click save properties. And then of course, you know, you got to log in. But when you log in, you can come in and you can click save properties and it'll save up in, you know, you'll have it up in your save area right here. So when you click save properties, whichever one, I usually go through and click me about 10 of them, save me about 10 pieces of property. And then I come back in and do a process of elimination as to which ones I actually want to bid on. And then not bid on, make an offer on of $100, send it to them, let them send me my offer back. You know, if the offer is not what I'm willing to pay for it, then I won't pay for it. You know, it don't count against you for not getting it. It just, you know, I realize that for, you know, for the same, I'm looking for the square footage as to what I can do with it, because of my plans. The plans that I have on what I'm doing with the properties may be different than you. You may be trying to get property so you can live somewhere, live out there. Now, that ain't my plan. My plan is to get something and put some homeless vets in there and let them pay me $1,600 a month for that vet staying there. You know, so everybody, you know, and when it comes to real estate, everybody plan is different. Some people may, you know, rent it, you know, make money off of the land itself without putting anything on it. Some people may try to find quite a few lots to just build some homes on them and rent them out or sell them. You know, it all depends, you know, but.
Hey, Twine, I'm sorry, I have a question. So
Uh-huh.
in this case, what if there were multiple people interested in these particular lots? What would happen if they have multiple offers?
They're gonna take the offers as they come. And
Oh, okay.
if the first person don't get it, then they're gonna pass it on to that second person.
Gotcha.
Like
Okay,
that.
thank you.
The good thing about it is it ain't a whole lot of people that know about it.
Mhm.
I talked with Derek Cooper today, and he was like, he say that for the first time in over a year, he had quite a few people that was putting in offers, and he said he knowing that they probably came from, you know, from me talking to them, because they don't get people don't know nothing about this shit. You know, but they, I mean, it is what it is. It ain't just here, Mississippi. People don't know about it nowhere. They didn't want you to know. You know, this information is information that they really be hiding. You know, they don't really want you to, you know, I'm pretty sure a real estate agent wouldn't want to find out that you're able to go buy property that she's selling for $7,000 for $500.
Yeah, because it's big where I stay in Montgomery, Alabama. Like they really don't tell you. They send you for a loop.
I bet.
They like you call them and you ask them. They tell you that you get the property and you got to wait 3 years and you got to wait on this person to get a bid. It's like a bidding war. You
Yeah.
know, really don't tell you.
Right. That's a different tax though. That's a different, see that's the thing. They're bidding on these tax properties. You see what I'm saying? We're buying. We're putting an offer in to buy. So it's a difference. They don't know about this side. They only know about the side of waiting on the newspaper to come out to see who didn't pay their taxes last year, and they're gonna go and try to pay the taxes on that person's property, blah blah blah. That's what they know about, you know. Whereas I guess you would say some of the wealthy people, they for over 200 years, this is all they did. This is how they've been getting all the property. But what I guess the going trend has been is that, because I'm looking at the amount of property that it just say for Mississippi, they got property, man, them people got property they've been holding since 1970s, you know. But at one time they couldn't keep them. I believe this, you know, this is just my belief. I believe the older generation of people was every 2 or 3 years they coming on here buying property. They wasn't going through agents or brokers to buy property. They was buying property from the state, because the state was more desperate to sell the property because they need that property bringing in income. If, you know, the more properties that they have, the more money they have available, because that person got to pay property tax, and that's how they pay the police department, the fire department, the roadways getting done, the schools. So when you ask yourself, for states like Texas giving you 90 days to pay your taxes. You don't pay your taxes in 90 days, they will sell your shit. I'm talking about cut a deed and get rid of your stuff. If you got a mortgage on your property, if the mortgage company don't step up and pay the taxes for you, they're gonna sell that property. And the person they sell it to has all the rights to the property, and the mortgage company or that individual do not have any more rights to that property. You know, you gotta think about it. The state is the man. It's in their state. The property is actually in their state. What a company from California gonna do? You know, what they gonna do? Come in and pull the home off the lot? Shoot, that's a wrap. If they don't step up and pay it, they're gonna snatch that. But they like that because the government is only gonna give them so much money in their budget. So if the government gonna tell them, hey, we ain't giving no money for no raises for no police departments and stuff like that. Y'all ain't got the money. What happened to these people paying the property tax? Well, ain't nobody paying their property tax. Well, you better start taking their property, selling it. That's where they look at it, just like that. That's what the government gonna tell them, you know. And if you look at these states, Florida, California, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, if you look at them and their governors as employees for a corporation, which is corporate America, then you can understand what's going on. They passing that shit down. And then the sad result of it is, when a person don't pay their property taxes, they snatching their properties. Think about how many people who started out down south, went to school, moved up north, parents passed, house ran down. They don't even want to come back down. Man, I ain't going back down there. I ain't got nothing down there. Grandmama dead. Now the house gone. Somebody done got the house for $200-300. You know, got a lot of situations like that. You know.
Hey, Twine. There's another situation too. So if you have an elderly parent that the father passes away and the mother's being put into a nursing home, especially in Mississippi, if they have not got that stuff out of their name, their houses out of their name in 2 years, the state can go back and take their whole property, all the property, and that's where a lot of these come in at.
Yeah, the law.
So I mean, if some.
That's the law of redemption. Yeah, that's the law of redemption.
Yeah, and this is where you see it right here. They're selling the property because they need the money, because they might have paid for somebody in a nursing home. This is like a Mississippi, the healthcare thing down here. If they've been disabled or something, that's where all that money, you know, and they're trying to get that money back. So the state doesn't feel like that and a lot of times, if you put an elderly person in a nursing home, it's $4,000 a month. The state paid a whole lot more, or, you know, the government or whoever that did that and put them in there, than what that property was worth. So that's why a lot of these are on there, and these never come up for auction. But they're trying to auction them, do them off. But the inventory's high because some of it comes from disabled people, you know, that have no other family. You know?
Right. And then when you see properties like this right here, like these right here, hold on. Okay, somebody call me. I'm gonna answer that. Okay, when you see a lot of properties like like this property right here, but this, what we was at? Oh yeah, right here. These B&W Land Company LLCs. A lot of these companies, what happened with them is they come into a state and buy up a bunch of property, and then they'll get it sectioned off in parcels, right? So that they can build out there. And what they do is they say, for instance, they build 1 or 2 homes and then it doesn't work out for them. And they say, okay, well, look, this is what we're going to end up doing. We're going to end up losing out on this deal, or we can pack our bags, cut our losses short, and we can go and spend the money that we got left in an area that's more promising. Okay, so when they do that, they leave behind all this right here. They leave behind all these parcels right here, and they just haul ass, right? They ain't interested in paying no taxes or none of that kind of stuff. They let the state take it back. Well, when the state take it back, it ends up being on, like we see here, it ends up being these particular piece of properties that is out there like that. You see what I'm saying? Where the state done took it back because it was left behind by developers who didn't develop out there for whatever reason. They ran out of money or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So you got that to factor in. It's a whole lot of factors, with these properties, Yeah, it's a whole lot of them. Anybody got any questions? Hopefully some of y'all been looking at those private lenders, Ed got the group set up. So I forget the name. Ed, what's the name of that group?
It's Text Lien Investing 101.
Okay, yeah, on
Facebook.
Yeah. So after tonight, that's where I'm gonna be communicating at, as well as the government contracting course. So those are gonna be the 2 that I'm gonna actually be spending a lot of time at. So and then if you have any questions or anything like that, you just have to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? If you need me to walk you through something or help you out with something or help you locate or find something, I'll do that. I know tomorrow I'm gonna be anybody that need my assistance or need my help or need me to help them track down something. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, I'm gonna be available for everybody, anybody that may need me. Yeah.
Twine, if I was to go look on Montgomery, would I put in Alabama State Revenue list, like go to the Alabama State Revenue website and then put in tax lien list?
Oh, you go right here. Let me show you. Just you're gonna go see Alabama. You're gonna go right here. See where it says tax delinquent properties for sale?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're gonna go for Alabama. And then you're gonna come here and you're gonna click whatever county you want. Like you're in Montgomery, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna click Montgomery and then you're gonna do search. And then you'll have all your property information here. And all these, keep in mind though, these are not bid properties. These are properties that the state actually have that they're gonna sell you.
Yeah, I know. See, that's why I was so full. It's not because, like I said, I've been trying to do it for some time, and they don't tell you this, and you really just be in a loop, just waiting on a bid list, and it's crazy. So
yeah, but yeah, so this is what you want right here. And then whenever you get ready to put an offer in for Alabama, like say for instance, this property, you done looked it up on the map and you see they've been had this property right here since 2001. All right. So if this is the property that you're looking at and you say, okay, well, I want to try to get that, put an offer in for that, then you got to click on this CS number right here to the left. Once you click that, it's open up the application for you. It's going to open up this application for you to be able to come in and put your email address, your name. Now, whatever name you put right here, they won't change it after they put that when they They gonna whatever name right there is, they won't allow you to change it.
Okay, and you said, like, is it best to use my name first and then use the business name, just sell it to yourself?
Yeah, well, you can use it can be either or. I tried different states, different ways to see how they play ball, but
Mhm.
right here where it say applicant name, you can put a business name right there. Either way it goes, it doesn't matter because you're able to put it back in your name if you want to anyway. You know,
Okay. Yes, sir.
you put it in your name, and then if you want to protect your access later, and just say, hey, I'm gonna sell this property to my business for $1. You know what I'm saying? That way it keep you from having to pay any capital gains tax on the sale of the property. Just sell it to your business for $1.
I got you. Hmm.
And then it's gonna ask for the email address and your address, whatever state you're in. You want to make sure you put a phone number on there. But I think that lady, when I talked with that lady, she was able to pull my stuff up by email. She asked me for my email address. And she was able
Okay, let me ask you this. In Montgomery, do we have, like, I think you said last night we go through GIS, right?
see
The GIS map.
Let me go back and see if I can find Montgomery for you right quick. Hold on. This shit right here. Some of these maps be for those workers. I don't think this one is right here. Yeah, this ain't it. Yeah, right here. It's gonna be that ISV. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is it. This the map right here. It's gonna be that ISV this right here. You see it up here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. This is gonna be the map for that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you put all your information and stuff right over here.
Okay. Thank you.
And then they tell you how to do the parcel number. If you're gonna be searching by parcel, they're gonna tell you this right here is on the parcel. Then, oh yeah, then here's the name down here, your address or whatever. But just remember, if you're doing names, then it's gonna be last name first, comma, then their first name.
What's the part? I'll figure out the parcel. I think we take 5 zeros off the back or something like that.
Like that, yeah, because see, it's supposed to match this right here, but in Montgomery they got 03 in front of that one right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and that 03 is that county code. It states what code it is for that county. But I think that's what it is. But I was on there a time or two. But this, tomorrow I'm gonna be the next 3 days. I'm gonna be facilitating around it because I used to get property around the Montgomery areas a while back, but it was the paper way. They didn't have this right here. You actually had to. Yeah, you actually had to wait on the properties that did not sell, and then come back and actually get them to mail you the so it's a little bit different, but
It's so much. It's just so much down here. Like, it's just so much.
they got a lot of property there, and a lot of the properties there got homes on, like them shotgun. Man,
Yep.
they got a lot of shotgun homes up there after you pass. What's that? I forget the name. Over there by that Church's Chicken that's off the interstate right over there.
On the west side. That's the west side.
Yeah, west side, man.
Maybe
There's
that
a
way.
lot of shotgun houses over there, like $200 and $300 for the property.
We got a lot of houses anyway. Like you were just saying earlier, a lot of time people die and they leave it. Most people don't leave their homes to nobody, so the state just pick them up. Most of the wealthy people, they don't have nobody to leave their homes to. Even out east, it's a lot of homes that you see the little sign on where they went in foreclosure and the grass standing up tall as me.
Right.
But
yeah, then state be ready to get rid of that kind of property. You know what I'm saying? you know.
And that's why I said this really helped me because I really was looking at the one I was telling you about last night, just to keep calling, try to send in a bid, and you missed the bid because someone bid it. You know, it was just crazy.
Yeah. Anybody else got any more questions?
Hey,
You
Twine,
at-
Natasha.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, sir. And yourself?
Yeah, I can't complain.
All right. Want to say hi to everybody as well.
Hello.
Hey,
I don't know if you wanted me to wait because you did mention that you did not forget about us among other people. So you want me to wait and ask you to, do the walkthrough with St. Louis?
Oh, what I'm gonna do is I tell you what, in the morning about 10, call me. Cause I did go and do some research on them. Call me because I'm gonna call them in the morning and ask them to direct me exactly how they got the counties.
Oh, okay. I might know, but okay, happy to wait for that. No problem.
Yeah, I want to get the list of the ones that that did not make the sale.
Oh, they put that up afterwards. I think they put it up after the second go round or something, but I'm gonna leave you to figuring it out and reaching out to them. That's cool.
Yeah, I want the ones that I want the inventory. I want the ones that ain't coming back up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want the ones that I don't want the 2020 or 21s. I want the ones that didn't sell for like 19,
Yep.
18, 17, 16, because those are the inventories and by law they can't put them back up.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see no listing that old. They when I was getting ready to do it, I think they would only hold on the website maybe the last 2 or 3 years. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, I want the older ones. I want the inventory.
Okay, right on. Thank you.
I got you. Yeah, so hit me up about 10.
All right, right on. He got a question.
Hey, Twine, I just wanted to say, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. Just been grinding.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna take a few days off so I can get back with everybody also on the government contracting too.
Okay, I'm excited. I've been talking with my procurement officer and
What?
woo, baby.
What?
He is, man, God is so good. He get me together. And it's a brother. I'm so grateful. I was hoping that I would get someone, no disrespect to anybody else on this call who is not a person of color, but it's great to be able to relate to someone that looks like me.
Oh hell, and the black from the inside out.
You got that right. You got that right, buddy.
Yeah, hey. And they'll tell you, Ed too.
Yeah.
Hey, I can be in the club fighting with somebody. I call Andy, he gonna run the truck through that motherfucker.
Right, with the gun.
Look,
the gun. Shoot.
we from the Lou. We the murder capital, so I'll stay ready.
Yeah. Yep.
Can we create a Facebook page for the government contracting as well?
They got one.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I need to be added
Thanks,
to
Twan.
that group now.
Hey, okay, Michael.
Yeah, like I said, it's the same name, Government Contracting 101.
Okay, perfect. Now, is it a closed group or is it open where anybody can just join it?
It's
It's
private.
Okay, so Edwin, maybe you have to send me a request for it.
All right, Ada,
I may not be able to find it.
just send me a messenger on Facebook and I can go ahead and add you.
That's Susie, Ed.
All right, so Sue's already in the tax link. That's to go ahead and get your name and put you in government.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
all right, no problem.
Uh-huh.
I like to be added as well. What group name is it again?
I like to be added.
It's a Government Contracting 101.
Okay, I'm sending the request now. It's a private group and you have 3 questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Natasha.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you remember when we was in the course? and we was talking about, I was talking about the key thing is that communication.
Yeah.
That's very, very important when it comes to them government contracts. You get somebody that you can, you know, and you got good communication skills, they gonna always want to help you.
Okay. Okay. Right on. Yeah. It just came with me just literally asking questions.
Yeah.
Depending on who I'm dealing with, that's something that's, you know, I guess welcome, and then sometimes it's not. But it worked out.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm proud of y'all. Yeah.
Thanks, Twine.
Yeah.
We just appreciate you extending the
Man.
offer and educating us all. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you very much.
Yes, you and Ed.
Thank you. I'm
Everybody else on the
very
team.
grateful. Thank you, Ed, Andy.
Ed. Yep. Ed.
Now, I found the first group, but I don't see the tax lien investing 101 yet. Is it up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
up.
this is up. Hey, what's your name again?
It's Consuela.
Hey, can you text it to me on Facebook?
Sure. What's your handle there?
Yeah, my name on Facebook is Edwin Mallory. You know what I'm saying? All right, after this call, I can go ahead and add you.
I'm sorry, Edward. What was your last name? Mallard?
Mallard. Yes,
Okay,
Mallard.
got it. Yep.
AEDWIN.
Got you. I added you, and I'm gonna send you a message. I requested you. I'll send you a message. Thank you so much.
All right. Your name is Floyd Consuelo?
Yes.
All right, I just seen it. Okay.
Hey, one other thing too. I was gonna say, okay, yeah. Tasha and Michael.
Yes, sir.
Susie, that's in the group.
Uh-huh.
She has that connection to be able to help you get you some people to work for you overseas.
Woo! So I'll share that with the group. So I work in marketing, and you know, the company that I work for, it is a Black-owned telecommunication company. Okay. We have our own cell phone service, and we provide our own equipment as well, like cell phones and other gadgets. And awesome. So I've worked as an insurance agent since 2018. And I just kind of learned how to source. I noticed like the peers around me, the main difference between the agents that made more money versus the agents that were struggling to get by is the agents making more money. They invested, basically like they bought leads, or they found someone to create leads for them for, you know, a fraction of the cost. And then also they had appointment setters, and a lot of those appointment setters were coming from overseas. And so, you know, I use that information to kind of build connections with people, you know, in Pakistan and also in the Philippines. So if you have a business and your time is worth it to pay someone $4, $5, maybe even $6, if you want like a top tier person that's worked for companies like Sprint, T-Mobile, or whatever other like major US companies, then I can help you guys source, you know, like run interviews and everything so that you're making sure you're hiring someone to kind of help you run your business. I know for a lot of minorities, the main issue that we have is we don't really know how to scale our business beyond ourselves. You know, like we feel like we have to do everything. And so why not do what everybody else do and outsource it? And it could be as simple as a virtual assistant. Today I was talking to Twine. I was telling him, hey, if you can download the list, you can send it to someone and they'll do all of the research for you. They'll vet all of the properties, put it into a CRM, you can train them how to call these offices and everything for each county and gather the data so they can categorize them into, okay, this is a hot property that you're interested in. This one meets, you know, Twine has the criteria, it has to be 50 by 100. They can categorize it by this property, you know, it meets this criteria. This property already also has X number of properties next to it, and then have them take a screenshot of the GIS map, attach it to one file. So at the end of your day, all you have to do is kind of look through the pictures and the information that they've provided for you. And all you're doing is sending out your applications to the counties so that, you know, you can spend your time doing other things that's going to bring your business a lot more money.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If anyone's
I,
interested in,
I direct messaged you already. I didn't even wait. You got my
Okay.
email and my phone number.
yeah, okay, no problem. As a matter of fact, I'm going to drop my phone number in the chat. If
Okay.
anyone wants to send me a text message, call me, we can talk about it. But you know, I'm so appreciative of Twine just putting himself out there and sharing this information. I mean, last night he stayed on the phone with me, I want to say till almost 2 o'clock in the morning, to help
Wow.
me find, you know, navigate the websites. So now I know I can go to any county and be able to find, okay, this is where the map is. This is how I find it. Okay, I'm gonna call this. Like, there's no gap. I don't feel lost as I did, you know, like before the information was put out to me. And I just want to be able to pay it forward any way that I can, to help, you know, everybody else, because each one teach one. So let's
That's
get it.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I can't say this enough. She may not be on this call, but I can't say enough. I'm just so grateful for Monea Richardson for introducing us to you, Twine. Twine is
Yeah, that's what I told you last night, Twine.
Yeah, thank you for everything.
Yeah. I appreciate that. We don't had a hell of a board these last 90 days for sure.
I know. I may be taking a class soon to do grant writing and put that out there.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, Ed, you hear that?
I just started a nonprofit organization, so I'm sure I'll be needing your services as well. So
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I got another profit also.
And Susie, I
Yeah.
love what you're offering. I'm while you were talking, I was like, sweet. I want to call her Susie Q.
oh no, that's my name. They call me Susie Q. You know that song? They made it just for me.
Right on. I like that. I like how you think.
Yeah. Well, we need a couple of nonprofit organizations in place because I don't know if you guys know it or not, but some of these companies that like these, what do we call them? These storage container companies, when these shipping containers prices go down, a few of us need to get, a couple of us need to get, Ed has a nonprofit, excuse me, and Susie has one. You know, it's a few, we get a few nonprofit organizations up in different areas. They don't have to be in different areas, but get a few nonprofit organizations up so that we can send some solicitations out to some of these shipping container places, asking them to donate shipping containers to us so that we can provide housing for disadvantaged or people under this duress. How can I put it?
Yeah, we got you. I got you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They'll donate those when they, you know, a lot of them can't sell them. They can't even rent them out. You know what I'm saying? But the nonprofit organization can give them a larger donation, you know, credit for donation than they would if they would have tried to sell them. And then boom, shit. Before you look at it, I mean, before you know it, there's 100 shipping containers there that have been donated. And we take them and just, you know, maybe get 2 or 3 of them. You know, once the nonprofit organization, it can do what they want to do with those containers. So maybe y'all think about me and sell me a couple of them for a couple of $100.
Sure.
Without a problem.
Yeah, but either way it goes,
I'm ready.
the container people, they looking at the fact that, hey, container right now we can sell it for say $2,000, and here it is, they're gonna give us a write-off for $4,500, and once you get it, all the IRS want to know is what you did with it. Well, I sold it to Twine for $200, you know, so, or 1,000 or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, let's team up. I'm ready.
Yep. But this got to be our year right here, because, you know, they've been they've been putting a whammy on us for the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a women, but
Yeah. Anybody have any more questions?
Twine, I just have one more question. Can you please go back through the step-by-step for the maps,
Oh, okay.
please? For Mississippi,
Okay.
and then I'll get with you about Texas.
Okay. Let me go here. Okay, so I can go. Yeah. It's okay.
I think I missed a step or two.
Okay. So, okay.
I'm there. I'm good there. It's just the mapping.
Oh, the mapping. So this is Jackson County here.
Yep.
Yeah. But you're gonna be in Hines County. You're looking at Hines County right now, right?
Right.
Let me try to find Hines County for you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is right here.
Okay.
Okay. And then let me go over here so I can pull up a property for them. For Hines County. Hines County is one of the ones that I had to try to figure out about their parcel numbers. Once
Mhm.
if I remember right.
It has
So
a dash, I think. A dash.
it is okay. So let me go. Let me click this here. See, sometimes I'll look for that. That ain't nothing right there. Oh.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll be looking for like a PIN number. Sometimes I'll be looking for PIN numbers right here. But let me
Mhm.
if this come up. Okay, so nothing there. So I'm gonna do that.
Twine, I think it has a dash in it in the middle.
In the middle?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
And then so that's Hines County. So all right, so I need to go to it ain't layers, it's no, so I thought for sure they had the base map on here. See, I like to see it with the base map. I don't like those are, oh, here we go, right here, imagery.
Okay. That's under layer list. Okay.
Yeah, it's under the layers. Usually the layers be off to itself, and then you have the base map. So
Okay.
yeah, so you want to do the layers. Just when you go to layers, just go down and where it say imagery, click that.
Okay.
That go. That way you can actually see, what you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Hines County. I'm gonna be in that area looking for something too, cause Dion up there. So I know some of them guys gonna be trying to go up there and go to school with him. Yeah. I don't know if Melinda is on here or not. Melinda, you on here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
You done went and made all that damn money. You ready to spend it up now, ain't you?
I'm ready. I got it too.
But yeah, so this Jackson, Mississippi, they got a lot of properties up there in Hines County. So you just want to be at one of our little stomping ground where we want to try to find some property up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Anybody else have any more questions?
Yeah, this is Reginald. I hope to maybe talk to you over the phone sometime too, get some extra help. I was on the road the last 2 days. I was talking to you, so I didn't get a chance to write much down like I would like to. But hopefully in the future we can talk some more after I look through this.
Man, you family. You know I got you.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah. You can call them whenever you get ready.
I do that when I get settled back in.
Yeah. Hey, tell old Otis he need to call me because you know Otis used to be the contracting man over there in Pensacola.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Anybody else have any questions?
What's up, Twine? It's Raw.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I just want to let you know, man, I appreciate you. I'm at work right now. I'm listening. Also, I got my laptop out and working at the same time, but I'm gonna go over all these videos intensely. And when I do have questions, it's gonna be right on. So
yeah,
I'll get
right.
you.
Okay, man, I appreciate it. Yeah. Anybody else have any more questions? I know I done kept y'all longer than I say. I always you have to ignore me on that. Sometimes we want to get a little bit more information out.
I don't have a question. I just want to tell everybody thank you for the good information that I received within this course, and most definitely thank you, Twine, for your help.
You're welcome. I appreciate that.
Hey, just to let you know, man, it's never too long when you learn how to make money and improve life. Never too long.
Yeah, I know
Hey,
that.
man, I second that.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is a good way, man, for us to like I'll be 50 next month. And I know I done throw some money away and I done did some things with some money and and not even that, not even looking at it just like that, but there's no amount of money or no individual with the amount of money that can prove to us that they bought 1 second of God's time.
Mm.
I don't care how much money they got. Nobody bought not 1 second of his time. Can't buy it. So when we waste it, when we waste that time, it's very critical on us. You know what I'm saying? But when we get to the point where we can actually educate ourselves on something to be able to try to catch up with the time that we did throw away, this is something that we can use. Our forefathers and people, our great grandparents and all of them, the only thing they was able to pass down to our great grandfathers or our grandmothers or whatever, the only thing they was able to pass down was property. They ain't had nothing else to pass down. Property and the Bible. That Bible went from generation to generation, because that's how we kept up with who was being born, who was getting married to. It was property in the Bible. That was the only thing passed down. When we leave this world these days, seem like we ain't passing nothing down but a pair of Jordans, and then we done blowed all kind of money. And when we leave this world, the family got to go sell fish plates just to bury us. But so if you can grab you don't have to have a whole lot of money to do this. But at the end of the day, if you can sacrifice, some things that we catching on and grabbing in life, if you can sacrifice it and you can buy you a piece of land, you have a piece of what the Creator put him. It has been here ever since, the beginning of time. It may look a little different because trees and flowers on it, but it ain't, it's been here since the beginning of time, and it's gonna be here way after then. But you can position yourself so that you say, if you got kids, you say, okay, I want my kids to have something when I leave this world. Well, this is an easy way to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to be rich. We don't even want no rich folks knowing about this. They'll come and buy it all up.
Yeah.
But it's an easier way to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Buy your piece of land for $500. You can be 16, 17 years old, buy your piece of land. Sure, when you get out of school, you already got something you can put a home on. Yeah. But
I know you said that you were. I'm sorry. I know you said you were doing the containers to put on some of the properties. Do you guys have any referrals for any builders?
Yeah, you can get you're gonna have builders for that. The only thing you got to do is get with the most people are gonna have experience with this, no matter what area you're in. You're gonna want to deal with commercial builders. See, the commercial builders, they deal with steel, versus the residential builders who building homes the traditional way. They just dealing with wood. But the commercial buildings, some of your buildings are still framed. So you want somebody that's you know, that's able to weld and, you know, cut and stuff like that, you know.
Do you know any?
Oh yeah, I got a few. I got a few people I can introduce you to. We gonna
Okay, thank you.
I'm getting with Andy. Well, me, Melinda, Ed, Andy, Charles. We're gonna be, you know, we're gonna actually get up in the coming month or so to try to come together to actually buy, you know, get up a good sized piece of property where we can actually get a warehouse put up there, where we can actually get shipping containers in, where we can actually have the work actually done for the cutting of the windows and the doors actually on that property, and then have it shipped out to the property where we want to have them put at. You know,
That's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it won't. We can get the land from, you know, in Mississippi pretty cheap. You know, we don't really need nothing but about a good 4 or 5 acres of land, and put a warehouse out there, and we can have people that come in from the shipyard to work. We can pay them cash. They come out there and work, cut all the windows and doors out. The next day they come in and do the reinforcement, weld the reinforcements in there. Shoot, it's ready to do whatever. You see what I'm saying? And by being in a warehouse, you're able to go ahead on and do all the spraying of the insulation and all that stuff right in there, just like that. So if we can get that together, as other people who trying to get it done, at that particular time, we want to try to set up a company where we can actually become a builder and go around and build homes like that for people. Yeah, it won't take a whole lot for that. You know, we got all the manpower and the knowledge. You know, we got the knowledge of the know-how. Ed know how to do a lot. I know how to do a lot. Andy know how to do a lot. You know, so it won't take a whole lot. And then, of course, we got our Hispanic brothers. You know, they're gonna work every day except for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Anybody else got any more questions?
Nope, that's it. That's all I have.
All right. Well, if anybody have any, well, tomorrow, I'm gonna be up around about 8 o'clock. So, and then Natasha, you called me around about 10, so I can, because I've been already contacted the Secretary of State up there and got that information. But if anybody have any more questions or whatever, y'all just hit me up. If you don't catch me on my cell, and you see me being nosy on Facebook, just hit me up. Say, hey, you know, I'm trying to holler at you. Yeah. So, and no more questions. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I got one more thing. Anybody else that want to get added, just let me know. Shoot me a text or something, and I'm doing it right now.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, all right then. I guess we'll bring this to an end. And till next time, if y'all need, like I said, if y'all need me or whatever, just hit me up.
Thanks
All right.
again. Good night to
Appreciate it,
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.